When Jerusalem fell, the world did not end for the Israelites. It expanded. Chains pulled them east into Babylon. But curiosity, trade, and survival would later pull them in many directions. Some returned home. Some stayed behind. Others moved on, and never looked back. To understand how Israelite stories from Babylon and Persia could reach Africa, we must answer one crucial question. Where did the exiled Israelites go? Where did the exiled Israelites go? To answer this question, we have to look at these 6 things. 1. Life in Babylon. Babylon was not a prison camp. It was one of the greatest cities on earth. Wide streets, towering temples, bustling markets. Israelites were settled in communities along canals and rivers. They farmed. They traded. They raised families. Even as slaves. They learned new languages. They adopted new names. Like the names Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You see, those names weren't their real names. And over time, many became comfortable. So, when the Persian Empire later conquered Babylon and allowed Israelites to return home, many chose not to. 2. The Great Decision, return or remain. In 539 BCE, Babylon fell to Persia. The Persian king Cyrus made a historic announcement. The exiles could return to Jerusalem and rebuild the temple. Some did. But many stayed. Why? Because by then, Babylon was home. This decision created 2 Israels. One rooted again in Jerusalem. One permanently scattered across the world. And from this moment, Israelite migration accelerated. 3. The routes of dispersion. From Babylon, Israelites moved along the same routes used by traders and empires. Westward into the Mediterranean. South into Arabia. Southwest into Egypt. They followed rivers. They followed caravans. They followed opportunity. This movement was not sudden. It happened over centuries, quietly, steadily, generation by generation. By the time Rome ruled the region, Jewish communities existed everywhere, including Africa. 4. Egypt, Israel's African gateway. Egypt was the most important African destination. Jews had lived there before, centuries earlier, when they were enslaved by the Egyptians. But now their presence expanded dramatically. In southern Egypt, at a place called Elephantine, Jewish soldiers guarded imperial borders. They built a temple. They wrote letters in Hebrew and Aramaic. They married Egyptian women, Ethiopian women, and Canaanite women. This is not legend. Their documents survive. Africa was not a destination of myth. It was a place of settlement. And Egypt was only the beginning. 5. Beyond Egypt, North Africa opens. From Egypt, movement continued westward. Southward. Into Libya. Into Tunisia. Into Carthage. Into Morocco. Into Sudan. Into Mali. Under Greek and Roman rule, Jewish merchants and communities thrived across North Africa. But were soon persecuted, enslaved, and sometimes imprisoned for practicing their faith, customs, and religion. So, some mixed with Berber populations. Some retained distinct identities. Some converted others. And slowly, the idea of Africa as a permanent home took hold, as they moved deep south into the African hinterland. The Israelites were no longer just people of the Levant. They were becoming people of the world. 6. A pattern emerges. By now, a pattern is clear. Exile leads to settlement. Settlement leads to migration. Migration leads to transformation. Names change. Languages shift. Customs blend. But memory remains. And when later African societies began asking where they came from, these ancient movements provided answers, or at least frameworks. The Israelites did not vanish after Babylon. They multiplied. They adapted. They moved, not as a single mass, but as countless families over centuries. Africa was not at the end of the world. It was on the way. In my next video, Jews in Ancient Africa, I will show you how the Israelites already established in the north moved south and later into West Africa. Do stay tuned, ring the notification bell, click like and share with your friends.